So how do you know if your high-tech idea is actually a business? A lot of people have interesting technology ideas, but very few actually have businesses. One of the most dangerous mistakes you can make is quitting your job too early before you validate whether the opportunity is real. An invention or a fantastic idea that you have is not automatically a business. My husband always brings up his great ideas for inventions, but I chuckle and I kind of tell him, this is not the hard work is actually making the business. So most technical founders ask, can I build this? But the more important question is, should it be built commercially? Those are very different questions. As an engineer, I understand my fellow engineering colleagues because they love to build things, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a good business or a good product. So the first question you want to ask yourself is the problem painful enough? People only pay to solve meaningful problems. If your problem is mild, adaptation to your product becomes extremely difficult because there's no urgent need. So your next question you want to ask is who specifically pays? A common mistake is everybody could use this, usually means nobody has something clearly defined. It's not targeting a specific audience. So you need a specific buyer, a specific industry, and a specific pain point. The next question you want to ask yourself is, why is this better? A better technology alone is not enough because people are resistant to change. That improvement must solve a significant problem. It must matter economically. So your solution could be lower cost, faster, safer, have a regulatory advantage, easier to integrate, lower labor burden. Those are some good reasons to have your product. The next question you want to ask yourself is the timing right? So some ideas fail because they're bad, others fail because they're too early. Markets matter, your infrastructure matters, and the adoption cycles matter. The next question you want to ask yourself is, can this survive commercialization? This is where many technical founders struggle. Can this product scale? Can it be manufactured? Can it obtain funding? Can it survive customer validation? Can it survive pricing pressure? So over the years, I've worked with many startups and technical companies, over 180 different startups. And one pattern I repeatedly see is there's extremely intelligent people and they underestimate the commercialization complexity. So building the technology is only one phase. So if you wanting to transition out of your job, people often romanticize entrepreneurship. You don't necessarily have to quit your job immediately, although it's not easy to juggle both, especially as older adults with families. It's definitely not the easiest task. But one of the smartest approaches is creating a structured transition. You want to validate your opportunity first. You want to reduce your risk as much as you can. You want to build your traction gradually and then transition strategically. So I saw this when working with my entrepreneurs time and time again. Sometimes they would rush to quit their job because they were romanticizing entrepreneurship. And this is exactly why I wrote Break Out of Your Job Now. I've experienced this myself. I started two companies while I was working in a corporate job. It's definitely not easy. The first time I started my business for about 6 months before I left my position. And the second time, it was about 8 months before I left my position. So the book, Break Out of Your Job Now, it walks through commercialization, funding, technical planning, business strategy, market research, and transitioning from employee to entrepreneur. So if you're sitting at work every day thinking, I could be building something bigger, I could be working for myself, you're probably not alone. I think that's a common thought that a lot of us ambitious and capable people have. But successful entrepreneurship is not just ambition, it's structured execution. So subscribe if you want practical insights into launching and growing high-tech businesses.